Hey guys, it's Shannon. Today we're going to do a first impression video, and today's product is the Covergirl Clump Crusher by Lashblast Mascara. This is number 800 in Very Black, and it looks like this. And on the back, the information about the product says, the Clump Crusher brush from Covergirl delivers 200% more volume and 0 clumps for beautifully separated lashes. Clump Crusher Mascara's innovative curved brush features a lash loading section to saturate lashes with loads of product and fine-tooth comb bristles to evenly distribute mascara. So here on the back it says it delivers 200% more volume, and then it's versus bare lashes. So it's supposed to increase your natural lash volume by 200%. So here's what the brush looks like. It's just your normal kind of plastic tipped applicator, and I actually don't know if you're going to be able to see. It does have the normal kind of nubs that all of these applicators have that are like this. The only difference is this has a curve to it, and I do think you can tell the curve, but unfortunately my camera does not zoom well enough for you to actually see the little nubs. I normally am not a big fan of the plastic applicators or the rubber or whatever other materials they're made out of. I am a bristle brush girl. First dip, there are no bristles on the very tip, so it's just a flat surface there. So there's not really anything to get into those edge lashes like we sometimes like to do. So we'll have to see how that works out. You can just see a little tiny bit of green left where it didn't get covered by the mascara. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it and tell you what I think. Okay, so initially going on, it's actually going on thinly. It's lengthening more than I expected. A lot of times with these plastic applicators, the color doesn't get all the way to the tips of my lashes very well, so that's actually working better than what I expected. Although, obviously not as well as my favorite lengthening mascaras do. It is keeping the lashes fairly separated, so I can see what they would mean by, you know, crushing the clumps, but I can't honestly say that it's really making my lashes appear a whole lot thicker. Yeah, you can see them better than you could with no mascara on at all, but I do think there are volumizing mascaras that do thicken the lashes quite a bit more. Now, the downside to that is that, you know, they may clump more as well, but I think if you have a good brush, you can easily get clumps out, and you can always comb through your lashes after with a lash separator anyway, so I'm not sure that that's really a big deal. Okay, so let me zoom in so you can see my lashes. I've got one eye with mascara and one eye without, so you can kind of see. If you have lighter lashes, because of these bristle brushes not completely surrounding the lashes, if you're one of those girls who worries about the top of your lashes not being dark, you may have to go back in and do the top of your lashes. I'm not one who really worries about that, so I'm not going to do it, but a lot of people do want the tops to be coated as well. This formula isn't super liquidy. There are some people who have a real opinion about mascaras that are quite liquid. This one is not that way. It also isn't super dry, so if you're worried about products that are super dry, it's also not super dry. However, a lot of times with a more liquid product, you do get a thicker application, and so because it's just kind of in between, it's just giving me sort of an in-between average application. And there you have it. Every time you try a mascara for the first time, it never performs quite as well as it does a little while later. The products do tend to need to sort of dry up and get a little air in there to perform at their best. So keep that in mind. I do think that this will thicken up a little bit over time and probably provide more product to the lashes than it is right now. I can't say from my initial thoughts of it that I feel like it's really that incredibly volumizing. It does coat the length of your lashes, but obviously it's not a lengthening mascara, but it really isn't doing anything to exaggerate the length of your lashes. So just keep that in mind. Don't apply this expecting both, because you're not going to get both. It will coat to the end of your lashes, but it's not going to exaggerate the length of your lashes in any way. I am personally I think this product is okay, but it's not it's not going to be one that I would probably rush out and buy again. I'm not one who really ever goes for volumizing mascaras. I prefer lengthening mascaras because, in my opinion, if you have a mascara that really does a good job of lengthening your lashes, you don't need to worry about volumizing, because all we want is for people to really see our lashes and for them to look really nice and open up our eyes. And when you have really long lashes, it does that automatically. You don't need the additional volume to add to it. And so I always go for lengthening mascaras versus volumizing. So this isn't one that I would have gone out to buy and to try normally for myself anyway, if I weren't doing this so you guys could see how the product works. So I'm always probably going to recommend to you go for lengthening mascaras over volumizing mascaras. But as far as this being particularly volumizing, it really isn't. It's not at this point thick enough to add much volume to the lashes, and I do think that will improve over time, like I said, as it dries out, but for right now it's nothing amazing. Can you see them better than you could with no mascara on? Yes, obviously you can. So there you have it. It's not a super expensive mascara. There are cheaper mascaras available on the market. It is an average mascara. There's nothing about it that I hate. It's just so far very average. So if you have any questions about it, let me know. As time goes by and I continue to use it, I will update you guys if the product changes dramatically in any way, or if as it thickens up and dries out a little bit over time, if it suddenly really starts to volumize my lashes, I will come back and put annotations about my future experiences with it. Or if anything disastrous happens, I will definitely come back and put annotations to tell you about what happens over time. But for right now, I would say if you're a volumizing girl, if you go for volumizing mascaras, then obviously it's going to be worth a try. If you don't have one that you just absolutely love, then give this one a try and see what you think about it. See if you like it better than what you've been using in the past. But I think there probably are better mascaras out there for volumizing. I think that if you want volume, you do need a thicker mascara, and it is probably going to clump. That's just kind of par for the course. And so if you don't like clumps, or if you don't like your lashes kind of stuck together in groups, then you just need to use a lash separator and comb through the lashes once it's dry to separate them and get the clumps out. So anyway, if anybody else has tried this, then let me know what you think about it below. And if you would like to do a first impression video of this product and we can see what you think about it for the first time, then obviously load that as a video response. And if you have any kind of first impression videos or videos about any newer brand mascaras that you have posted recently, then load that as a video response below. I would love to see that, and it will get your video a couple more views. And so I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.